Okay, now that we've got the first part of the car finished, let's go in and start adding some details. The first thing that we'll do is we'll draw some windows on the side of our car. So let's pick the back view and create 2D sketch. Click on the side of our car. So there we go. Let's add some features for the windows. And I'm doing this quite quickly. I hope when you guys are doing it, you'll do a much nicer job. So the bottom window. Let's do a straight line for there. And a straight line for the top. You can see it's a nice closed loop. Alright, so let's draw the next window. We'll do an arc again just to add some features. Arc for there. Arc from there. And there we go. So there we got two windows. Looks a little funny, but that's okay. So we're going to go finish sketch. And now, like before, we're going to extrude those windows. I click extrude. Select my windows. Now, this time a couple new features. And you can see my extrude box is opened up. So if yours isn't open, make sure you click on that arrow at the bottom to open it. And we're going to set this to go in. We've got it set to cut. And for distance, we want to go through both sides of the car. That way we know there's windows are matching on both sides. I click OK, and now you can see through my car. Also, remember how we shelled it earlier. You should be able to see inside there, so you can see the inside of the whole car. It's great. Now, we've got side windows, but you sure can't see anything with this car. So let's take a look back at our original planes. If I click the plus beside origin, I can see the different planes that I've drawn on. Now the YX plane, there it is, matches up with our car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new work plane based off of that. So I'm going to go right click on this, turn on the visibility, that way it stays on, and then I'm going to click on plane under the work features. Click on that, and I'm going to drag it right into my car. So you can see it's kind of in the middle there. I'm going to draw one profile and then extrude them both ways to cut the front and back window. So check mark. There's our plane. I don't need to see that back plane anymore, so let's just turn off the visibility. Zoom in on that. There we go. And let's start a sketch on that plane. Now, the sketch is on the inside of the car, so I can't really see what's going on. So I'm going to have to go to View and just make a quick change so I can see. Under Visual Styles, we can change it to several different options. And I'm going to set it to Wireframe, Model Edges Only. Let's see what happens. There we go. So now I can see my work plane. I can see where I'm going to draw. And I'm just going to move this upright to give me a little more perspective on my image. So back to the sketch panel, there it is up there, and let's draw the window. Let's add a nice little arc top, and we'll do some arc sides. This car is going to be straight out of the Dr. Zeus movie when we're done, and flat line there. So there's the shape of our window. I click Finish Sketch, and I should be able to extrude this through the back and the front. So let's click Extrude. Move that to the side so we can see. It's automatically selected the profile because that's all that was visible. Let's go to Cut, Distance, All, and let's tell it to go both directions. There we go. The red indicates where the cut's going to be. I click OK, and we've got a cut window going through. So let me turn off the visibility for this work plane because I don't want to see that anymore. And let me go back to the visual style and change it back to shading with the edges. Now you can see I've got a windshield in my car. This is just the basic assignment. We can go through and we can add a few more things. So let's say we wanted a set of headlights on my vehicle. I could go back to 3D model. We could turn that work plane back on that we were using before. Which one was it? It was the YZ plane. Visibility. I'll make a new work plane here. And draw that just right to the front of my vehicle. Just like that. Check. So you can see there's my work plane at the front. And let's start a new sketch on that work plane. Just rotate that so you can see. And we can add some headlights. Now for this, I'm going to draw, well, first off, let's project some geometry. So that's that tool there. That just projects lines that are in the background onto the foreground. This just allows us a bit of an aid to draw from. Now, I'm going to draw a line based off the center of my car. So see how that green dot comes up? Click on that, and I'm drawing a vertical line. Hit the escape key. And it appears I'm drawing on the wrong plane. That's not what we want. So let's go finish sketch. Now make sure we delete that extra sketch. And we'll start a new one. So create 2D sketch on that plane. Rotate that around. Project our geometry again. There we go. Draw a center line. Green dot will go up. And now let's draw our headlights. So my little car here is going to get a big set of headlights. There's one. Now, because I want to keep this headlight exactly the same as that headlight, I'm going to use my mirror feature here. So I click on mirror, I select my object, mirror line, select that line I drew, and apply. And now I've got two matching headlights. Click done, finish sketch, and now I can extrude these. So I click extrude. There's my headlights. I want to extrude them back. And let's try a distance of 1 inch and see what that looks like. We can rotate it around. It'll give us a good idea. 1 inch, yeah, let's try 2. There we go. Now we've got 2 inches right into the car. Add some more flavor. We click OK. And we can hide our work plane. There we go. Now our car's got some headlights and a new interesting feature on the front. We'll turn off that other one. There we go. You could go ahead and add a sunroof. You could add tail lights on the back. You could go inside, draw some seats. That's all up to your discretion. But basically, there's our car.